It can change. This can certainly change with updates and whatever, and Sony's got a long way to go with the PlayStation 5 in its development cycle to where they will have other options anyway. Today I want to talk about PlayStation Pulse 3D audio. So you've already seen my test on the spatial awareness of it. Can you pinpoint a location in front of you, behind you, to the sides, just to the front and back, and so on. So you've seen the results of those tests. If you haven't, click up over here and check that video out when you're done watching this one. You've also seen my video about how to set up the true Dolby surround sound on your Astro mix amp. This is using the actual optical line in on the mix amp and giving me true Dolby 5.1 surround sound. What are my impressions overall of the 3D audio compared to the Astro Dolby audio? Now, I am not paid by Sony. I have nothing to gain from saying good things about Sony, like some of the other YouTubers out there who have a higher following and a higher viewer count. They don't ever really want to rock the boat. They're not going to give you the true sense of what they want to say because they have to dumb it down in a way that makes them really have no opinion at all when they're done. They're going to just tell you a bunch of the same garbage that Sony has already told us. So those of you sitting at home wondering, is the PlayStation 5 worth it? Is it really next gen? Is the sound as awesome as they say it is? Here's my opinion of the sound. So I did a number of tests. When I did the 3D test, I did it by having the headphones plugged into the port on the PlayStation 5 controller. That unlocks the full 3D sound experience. And what I found was the sound was not great. It's not bad. So let me back up a little bit and clarify. So if you have only the PlayStation 3D sound and you just buy a PlayStation 5, plug headphones in to the controller port, you will think it sounds great because you have no reference to compare it to. If you have access to an Astro or any other device that gives you a simulated theater 5-channel surround sound experience through a 2-channel headphone setup, you will have an opportunity to compare them a lot better. And when I compare them, I feel like the Dolby sound is clearer, it's more precise. So as far as accessing the different locations of the sound and where it's coming from, Dolby does a better job of clearly defining the sound behind you versus the sound in front of you and all around you on the sides. Whereas the 3D sound does not provide the same experience. It is more of a surround sound experience than just 2-channel headphones. If you're used to your PlayStation 4 controller and running your headphones into the port on the back of that, then you will feel like the 3D sound is way better. And it is. It is better than the 2-channel audio that you get out of your standard headphones without 3D sound enabled. So the 3D sound is good. It does not feel like a true surround sound experience for me. It feels like they're still just taking 2-channel audio and doing some trickery to make it seem like surround sound. And they may be pulling some visual references off of the game itself in order to play those tricks with you, but it is definitely not multi-channel encoded audio. It doesn't feel like that's what it is. For those of you that don't know how Dolby works, when it says 5.1, it means 5 total speakers, and 0.1 would be the sub. So the 5 speakers would be a front channel, a front left and a front right channel, and a rear left and rear right channel. When you have Dolby 5.1, what you have is somebody somewhere encoded each speaker source separately. That means that the person who created, in this case, the person who created a game, knows where the sounds are coming from and knows which speaker to play those sounds out of for the surround sound experience. Those channels are put into the audio output, which in my case, the Astro Mix Amp gets each of those speaker channels information through this optical cable. This little beam of light is carrying all 5 channels of audio information to this box. This box is then taking each of those individual 5 channels. So if somebody's behind me, it plays that sound through here to this box, and this box knows there's something behind you on the right side or on the left side or in the middle behind you by blending the 2 channels together. It does its magic and then puts it out to my headphones, which are capable of surround sound. And it's extremely uncanny how amazingly 3D it sounds once it plays. So when you put these on, and I can't simulate this through the YouTube video for you to really experience it, but when you put it on and you have it in 2-channel mode, you really have a left and a right, and you can feel that you have a left and a right. As soon as I turn on the Dolby button, it feels like the headphones have been taken off of me, and it feels like I'm sitting in my home theater with speakers all around me, and they're playing the sound in the correct location at the correct time. It's truly amazing what they accomplished with just 2 speakers to make it sound like a full surround sound. The point is, the Astro doesn't have to guess anything. It takes each individual sound output, puts it in here, and then converts it to my 2-channel output. When we're talking about Sony 3D audio, I don't know where it gets its source from, because the games are coded in Dolby, and they're not allowed to take the Dolby sound and convert it to something else and call it something else, because then they're just converting the Dolby sound. And Sony's been very clear that this is not Dolby, this is a replacement. They're marketing this as a replacement for Dolby. The reason why I think that they do not currently support 3D sound on the output, the regular output channel. If you hook this up to a home theater system that will play 5.1 surround sound, you do not have the Sony 3D audio option. Why is that? If it's individual speaker output channels, they would be able to provide that, but they don't. I think that they're taking just the 2-channel audio, doing trickery to make it feel like surround sound, and when they play it through their proprietary headphones, they can make it sound really, really good, but it is still just a really good 2-channel surround source. Supposedly, they're going to release an update which allows you to play the 3D sound through a TV speaker or a sound bar. Keep in mind, both of those are stereo devices at best. Soundbars are nothing more than 2-channel speakers with trickery to make it seem like surround sound. There are no current plans for a full home theater surround sound compatible system with the 3D sound. To do that, you still must output to Dolby Digital in 5.1 or 7.1. Why? Because the 3D sound is for smaller form factors, for headphones, and not home theater systems. And for that reason alone, I feel like there's enough justification in my personal belief that the Dolby sound format is still the more superior format currently. It can change. This can certainly change with updates and whatever, and Sony's got a long way to go with the PlayStation 5 in its development cycle to where they will have other options anyway. But if you have an Astro headphone with a mix amp, do yourself a favor, get the proper adapter to allow you to run the Dolby surround to the headphones. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check the video. I already did one of those that shows you how to set it all up to get the Dolby surround. It is better than the 3D surround sound. If you do not have an option to play Dolby surround to your headphones, the 3D audio is a good second place audio output, especially when the other option would then be stereo sound, which is not as good as the 3D sound. So that's my hierarchy. Stereo sound at the bottom, 3D sound in the middle, surround sound at the top. So that's my unhindered opinion about the sound for your PlayStation 5. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below, so go ahead and tell me what you think. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. We got a lot of other great videos coming out and a lot that have already started. Check out the other videos right here, which is from our back library of videos already released, and we hope to see you again. Have a great day.